Good evening, Postal Family. How's everybody doing? My name is Syed. Welcome back to my channel. What's going on this Monday evening? Well, what we were waiting for, I guess the good news, for some people bad news, the contract with Amazon is renewed. And I will get to the details, what they're about, what we will get, and so all that good stuff. But first, if you're new to the channel, my name is Syed. Postal content is what I do, love to do. Thanks everybody for all the support. Keep giving me the thumbs up, smash that hype button. Takes a second. Appreciate all the comments as always. Thank you so much for the open communication, guys. Like I said, I love reading all the comments, man. Keep it going. Any questions, all the stuff you guys talk about from your stations, your experiences, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Everything I say on here is from my views, my research. I don't speak on behalf of USPS Post Office in any of my videos. So let's get to the details of what this contract is going to look like with Amazon. The core numbers, the 80% rule, the agreement. Amazon will retain approximately 80% of its current delivery volume with the USPS. Volume. This translates to more than 1 billion packages per year staying with the postal network. So basically same what we used to get. I don't think we'll see a little bit a slight difference. 1 billion is what we did before. So back to normal with Amazon, guys. I guess on the positive note, job security, everybody says. On the bad note, the people who dislike Amazon a lot, there was quite a few comments. There's quite a few of you out there, and I can respect your your choices, why you're saying that. And a lot of you had mentioned once Amazon came along, everything went down the drain. I can see why you're saying that too, but you got to realize mail volumes are dropping by the year. It's bad. When I started several years ago, I used to have 4 full trays on my route. Now they're down to 3, sometimes 2.5. So literally every fiscal year the mail is dropping. This contract, Amazon gives us some security, some stabilization for our hours and all that. So you got to look at it that way. I know it's a headache sometimes. A lot of stations get heavy volume that I can't even imagine. Those larger states, larger stations, I can only imagine. But I say it's a positive, guys. I say it's a positive. The cut, while a deal was reached, it still represents a roughly 20% reduction in parcel volume compared to previous levels. However, this is far better than the 66%, 2/3 cut Amazon was threatening just 3 weeks ago. So originally 3 weeks, all kinds of stuff was going on. Amazon was saying they ain't going to give us that much back, if not anything. So this is definitely news to me, how it suddenly changed and we got a good deal. Steiner probably, gave in on them how much they're paying per package, whatever they met probably somewhere in the middle. Steiner was saying this much per package. Amazon was saying this much per package. They probably agreed and met somewhere in the middle. I'm guessing neither side actually won on the deal. They just met somewhere in the middle. That would make more sense. So, why the deal almost collapsed? The auction system. Postmaster General David Steiner, who recently succeeded DeJoy, moved toward a competitive bidding auction model for last mile access. Amazon initially balked at this, claiming the USPS abruptly walked away from the traditional negotiations in December of 2025. The financial stakes. Amazon brings in roughly 5 to 6 billion in annual revenue for the USPS. Well, this is a huge deal, guys. I mean, Amazon is no joke for the post office. If the 2/3 cut had happened, the agency was projected to potentially run out of cash by late of this year or early of next year. So this, what they're talking about, I still don't believe it completely, what he's talking about. They're still going to need that bailout from the government. Just because Amazon is coming in, I don't see how that changes anything with Congress. Rural America is the big winner. Service guarantee. A major part of this new agreement specifically focuses on rural delivery. Amazon admitted that while they are expanding their own DSP delivery service partner networks, they still lack the infrastructure to hit deep rural addresses as efficiently as a mail carrier. Speed. Amazon stated the deal will allow them to actually increase delivery speeds in rural areas by utilizing the USPS's universal service mandate more efficiently. What this means for carriers. Job security, as I was saying, anybody with any brains, the first thing you're going to say is job security. For the workforce, this lifeline deal provides much needed stability. The threat of losing 1.7 billion packages would have likely led to massive route consolidations. Package versus mail balance. Even with the 20% volume drop, the Amazon Sunday and daily parcel loads will remain the primary driver of work hours, especially as first class mail continues to decline. Exactly what I was talking about. The mail every fiscal year is dropping. This give us something to stabilize that. So overall, it's a good deal. Just a 20% drop in what they're saying. We ain't gonna even feel that. 80% is a win-win situation. So really good news. Amazon reached the deal with us. Wait to see how they were. The contract was gonna expire in October. So this is. I guess Steiner just went up to him and said, "Hey, let's meet somewhere in the middle." Of course, the actual details, what the contract is not going to be shared anywhere. So we'll have to go with that. But overall, good news. I like the deal. 80% back what we used to do. A lot of job security with this Amazon contract coming back to USPS. Without it, there would have been a lot of route reductions. I know rural drivers on my station, would have been bad. A lot of route adjustments, route cuts. This definitely changes things up or how we used to be last few years. So I don't know how long this deal is. The contract goes for Amazon, but for the time being, we'll take it. We also we get packages from UPS, as you know, ShorePost, and whoever won the bidding. So it's actually going to increase a lot more. Our package rate with Amazon coming back is going to increase. So with that means more hours. I guess some of us don't like that. Some of us are going to be angry at this deal. Some of us are going to be happy. Just depends where you are. Like I said, every station is different. How much Amazon volume they do is, a lot of you guys have shared in the comments. 2 or 3 times you have to come back and load Amazon in your truck. So there's a lot of people who dislike to Amazon. I can see why. Respectfully, I can see why, you guys, because Amazon on those busy states. There's people constantly ordering Amazon, and with this deal coming, we'll have our load back. Right now, the volume is, I guess, dropped in every station. Amazon is holding some of its own. They're doing their own deliveries. You see their not little, but new vans out there. So they're doing their own delivery. I think they're gonna go away with that, and then give us all our freight back. So. Good news for some, bad news for others, but we got to look at reality. The mail volume is dropping every fiscal year. It's going down. So we needed that. We needed this actually. As far as the government bailout Steiner was asking for, I don't know how that's going to be affected with this Amazon deal. This is only 6-7 billion. He's asking for 50 to 100 billion from Congress, raise the debt. Right now the debt ceiling for us from the government is 15. He wants to change that to 50 and higher. So has nothing to do with Congress. They haven't told us their decision yet. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways, just wanted to give, I guess, some good news. Amazon deal is reached. This news broke just a few hours ago, actually. And so, like I said, good news for some. I guess not so good news for others. So, by the end, USPS is the winner. So, some more job security. This is our career. This is what we do. We don't want anything happening to the post office. So, that's on the brighter note. Anything, keep Amazon here with us. We're good and solid. All right, guys. Hope everybody's good. Always, check your surroundings, as I always say. We're alone out there. All we got is pepper spray. And just check your surroundings always. We want to get back home to our family once we punch in the morning. So, everybody stay good out there. Until next time, Mailman Syed. We'll see you on the next day. Take care, guys. Good night.